hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling in the sack, make a $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked. Come through fly check, no cosign, I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine, and I take my time check and take my tribe every level that I crossed in this game like state lines.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston. Tonight, the Boston Celtics getting set to match up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. To Hayward. Fires the three, and Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide-open look. You look at Gordon Hayward, who does he remind you of in the NBA?
Paul George, more so on the offensive end. He has the height and the size to shoot over smaller guards. Plus, I love the fact that he utilizes his body. How about in his 7 years with the Utah Jazz, he made $53 million. You're seeing his game really blossom, which is the reason why Danny Ainge signed him to that 4-year, $128 million deal.
To George. From long range, and Paul George good on the quick release there. We've seen Paul George's game evolve in recent years. Mixed results, Jay. How does he get back to being that elite two-way guy?
I think he needs to find a way to be aggressive. Let me bring you in and tell you what he dealt with this past year. When you're a guy who's used to having the ball in your hands, you can make more mistakes because you have more possessions. Then all of a sudden, when you play with a ball-dominant guard like Russell Westbrook, you don't have the ball as much, which means you try to make more out of less opportunity that you have. You force the action way more. Look for Paul George to be way more assertive in this game and find his rhythm by having the ball in his hands.
Boston with the basketball. The shot turned away by Adams.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Kyrie across the timeline. Leads one. To Hayward. And the rebound taken in by OKC. Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Rejected by Tatum. Thunder reclaim it. Westbrook. His first effort off the mark. To Irving. Rocking the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Ferguson to Westbrook. Bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Irving. 4-3. You know Kyrie, zero hesitation. Buries it for three.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
George, he made his first effort, but not that time. And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for the Thunder, number 21, Andre Roberson.
That's me. Come on, bro. That's some big.
2 minutes remaining.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Team foul number 2. First
To Marcus Morris. Beyond the arc for three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Westbrook to Paul George. Westbrook. Rebound, Aaron Baines. Hayward to Rozier. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Hayward to Rozier. Curling inside. From the painted area, won't go down. Westbrook into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Missed a wide open look.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Brown with the three with a hand in his face.
Jaylen Brown really coming into his own. The third overall pick a couple of years ago. He saw his points per game go up drastically. Plus, he is one of the few people in the East that has the versatility to guard LeBron James.
George to the basket, but it won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
You gotta get up on that. Match up.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Celtics own a comfortable lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Rozier into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Deep right corner. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. It's an 8-point lead. And scores.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. A drive baseline. But
Oh, net at the summit, Ed.
I was sure that was going to be a dunk, Jay. What control by the defender. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Here's Irving into the front court. Up by 3. And the rebound comes to OKC. To Westbrook. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Kyrie Irving. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
It was right there.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Westbrook. Oh, whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. George. Pass taken away by the Celtics.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Sets him up, and a pass stolen by Boston. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Marcus Smart. He's got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. To Rozier. Horford. And the rebound pulled in by Grant. Westbrook. Paul George. 2 of 4 now.
Shoot. Shoot. Let me see that dance, boy. Let me see it.
Celtics have it. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. To the rim, lays it up and in.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Goes to the right side. Tatum. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Paul George. He's now 4 for 6.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Count the basket inside.
Scary Terry was born during the playoffs last year. He helped Boston achieve what many critics, including myself, thought was impossible without superstar teammates being healthy. He's a pit bull defensively, so quick laterally with a strong upper body frame and a great center of gravity. He plays with a ton of grit and determination, and that's just what you need in a depth guard who can answer the bell when called on.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Ferguson to Adams. The pass set it all up.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Irving with the basketball. Leads just a point. To Marcus Smart. Oh, he had him there for a second. Boston with 4 to shoot. Tatum. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Celtics able to clear the board. Kyrie with the rock. And he's going to the line to shoot.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. And the 2 for Al Horford getting to the rim. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. First half comes to an end. The Celtics have the lead.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Celtics have the lead, but not by much. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to...
Player of the half. Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. number 1.
The Celtics have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics. Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Tatum. He was all over him. Westbrook across the timeline. His guys trail now by 4. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way. Steven Adams, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Ball's controlled by Boston. How you practice leads to that nice pump fake.
Jason Tatum finished 3rd amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this, I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
It's denied by Horford.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
You've got to get that one to go. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Oh, had him going there for a second. The monster stuff.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Boston with the basketball. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Hayward. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Westbrook with the basketball. Trailing by 4. And a pass stolen by Boston.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Here's a chance from long range, and the Thunder with the rebound. Paul George to Westbrook. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Horford. Throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. OKC ball. George. I missed a short one there. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Someone's been working on that one for weeks behind closed doors. That's why they call it practice.
Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the league.
It's rejected by Noel.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Irving. Scores from the post.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Irving. Oklahoma City ball. Shot from the lane, won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Schroeder to Westbrook. That's blocked by Irving.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Schroeder. From the painted area, won't go down. Knocked loose. Kyrie Irving, now 4 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Cruises inside for 2. The quarter comes to an end. The Celtics way out in front. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
To Schroeder. Fires the 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. The follow won't go either.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Celtics have it. And counted at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here's Schroeder with it. The deficit now up to 13. To George for 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Turned away by George.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Jaylen Brown. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from long range. The rebound belongs to Oklahoma City. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Kyrie across the timeline. The advantage is 13 points. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throws good for Irving as he finishes off the three-point play, adding to the Celtics' lead. Westbrook with it. His guys down big. No good. Defense catching a break there. Stuffs it down with authority.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Can't connect from inside.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Marcus Smart. Hayward to Horford. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up
And a putback slam.
Ugh, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Rejected by Tatum.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Westbrook. Celtics have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Curling inside. Goes reverse to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
For Boston, number 12, Terry Rozier. Subbing in for Oklahoma City, number
Here's Irving into the front court. His guys holding the big lead.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. With that, he's 5 for 9.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Westbrook into the front court. Down a bundle. Blocked by Tatum.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Rozier with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Can't do that.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Irving. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics were merciless.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time.